What's up guys, Larry Chen here. Welcome to another episode of Hoonigan Autofocus. We are at the Turn 14 distribution headquarters, or this is their main warehouse, I think, in Pennsylvania. But I have Tim here, Tim Hicks.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Where are you from?
From Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland, but you actually brought a 240Z. I know. You guys love making fun of me for talking about my 240Z all the time, but this thing, talk about a showstopper. I mean, I was tasked with walking around and choosing a couple different categories in terms of like top Euro, top Japanese, whatever. And then my last pick is top overall car. I definitely picked this as my top overall car. I might be a little bit biased, but with that said, like I'm super stoked on this build. So tell me a little bit about this build.
Yeah, so it's a 70 Series 1 240Z. I bought it when I was 19. I dailied it until the brakes went out and I hit a Cadillac. And then it's been off the road pretty much since then. I work at a body shop, so I've been kind of tinkering with it my entire life. But
this actually reminds me of Sean Bassett's car.
Yeah. So I started this around the same time that he started his, and I took a lot of inspiration from him. I love his car. His car's awesome. But yeah, we tried to just keep it as 240Z-esque as we could. But I've also, I have a side business called Industry Garage where I make like composite parts, fiberglass, carbon fiber, everything. So I figured I already made parts for like S2000s and Lotuses and stuff like that. I might as well make a kit for a 240Z. So like this front lip, it's very similar to like the regular, like the styles you see that are available for 240Zs, but it's much wider here, and it actually comes up and meets the flare. And then the rears are much wider than a normal ZG, but they still flow with the body, so they don't look too crazy and chunky.
Well, first thing, I just wanted you to take the hood off because this is something I haven't seen before in terms of Z builds. You know, I've seen so many nice Zs, including like, I don't know if you had a chance to see Tyler Powell's Z06, you know, like Z06, you know. That one is super wide, but it still, I mean, I guess it doesn't look, it has that like street car look, you know, because it's not raw carbon, not like this.
It doesn't have the aggressive splitter.
Yeah, this is like a more of a time attack, like straight up JDM.
I do love the hips on his car, look really good though, for sure.
Well, because of course he actually shaped them to his wheel and tire setup. But can I just see you take this off, because this is so interesting to me that this is one piece. Yeah,
so they're all held on by quick latches too. And the whole front end, the cowl, both inspection panels, fenders, headlight buckets, and the hood, it's around like 200 to 250 pounds. And then this thing weighs like 15 pounds in total, even with all the latches and everything. But it's a little cumbersome to take off, but it's not too bad. And obviously I'm missing like the scoops and stuff like that. But
it's kind of amazing to me, like how many things that replaces. You know, you're replacing the sugar scoops, you're replacing the top of the fenders, you're just replacing so many things, including the like inspection ducts and even I guess the cowl area too.
Yeah, the cowl, inspection panels, both fenders. Yeah, so it's like 8 panels in one almost.
So this is this is the trickery.
Oh, and the flares, I guess, are kind of part of it.
This is the part that blows my mind, when you remove it all in one piece. And you just have a special way of holding it. Wow. Look at that. Okay, so unlike a lot of other 240Z builds, this is running an inline 4.
Yes.
There's just so many things I want to talk about. Like, first of all, let's start with the motor. Why it's a F series, right?
Yes, it's a F22C out of a 2008 S2000. I kind of worked through it backwards. I went with ITBs at first, which with the newer S2000 motors, you have to, they're already, they're drive-by-wire, not drive-by-cable. So I had to actually retrograde the actual electronics to an AP1. And then went through a bunch of stuff and decided if I'm going to be competitive at time attack stuff, and since I'm doing carbon body, it pushes me into unlimited class already. So I need to at least have a good amount of power. So then we went with the turbo setup.
And then so is this all on standalone? And
Yeah, right now it's on a Honda K Pro, but it's kind of failed me a little bit. So we actually went with Link ECU. They just came out with a plug and play S2000 ECU replacement, and they just sent me the first one like literally a week ago. So
wow.
we're gonna move to that and then get it tuned, and we'll be good to go.
So what kind of power do you think you're gonna try to make with this then?
It's set up for E85. It has like the flex fuel sensor from Link and everything. So maybe like mid 500s is what we're looking for.
Wow.
550.
And have you weighed this?
Yeah. So last time we weighed it, it didn't have the intercooler or the turbo, and it had a shorter exhaust, but it was 1,780 pounds.
I'm so blown away.
I literally have a YouTube video, and that was with that was with actual glass too. So I've moved to plexiglass windshield now.
So potentially you could, if you massage this further, what do you think you can get it down to? Realistically, wet.
I don't know. Well, the other thing is I don't know how much the intercooler weighs. I think around 1,800 pounds, all said and done, is probably the lowest I could probably get.
So this essentially is 450 pounds lighter than my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And still legal by unlimited time attack. And it's also street legal still technically because it's historic.
Okay, so 500 some odd horsepower, turbo. What's left on this that's 240Z? Because I know Sean's chassis, there's really not,
chassis
it's all tube chassis. There's really not much left. This actually, I can see a lot of the 240Z is still remaining.
Yeah, yeah. So from, like these front suspension mounts back to, I mean, like the floor pan, firewall, and like this cowl area is pretty much all that's left, the stock stuff. I love the wheel and tire combo too. I love the turbo fans. I know, I'm guessing these are just for show. They will be functional. I'm in the middle of still making them. I have both rears done, and I've done one front so far. Well, it's not even, the fan blades are not on it.
Wait, so you make this yourself?
Yeah, yep. Every carbon panel on the car, except for the mirrors and the rear duckbill, we made ourselves.
Like, how does this even mount?
And
does it actually mount to?
Yeah. Yep. This is actually all pre-preg carbon fiber, and I made it in a like a home oven that I just got for free off of Craigslist. Yeah. And
like an oven.
Yeah.
Like a pizza oven.
Yeah.
This is how you're making these things in a pizza oven?
Yep. And then we bought like a little home do-it-yourself like CNC machine and CNC'd out the fins. This is actually a aluminum bowl that I use as a mold, and then this is a dog dish bowl that I use as a mold as well. Yep, and it all comes together.
You're so casual. I like that a lot. Okay, so this, wow.
Yeah, these are, we just actually got these RS is finished.
So have you been able to test this at speed? Because I made some fake ones for my SEMA car in 2019. And as soon as I went to drive on the freeway, they basically fell off.
I'm hoping, we haven't tested them yet at speed, no. But I'm hoping they should be good.
That's what we'll do later in like 10 minutes.
The guy that made those is the same guy that did my taillights and headlights, Alex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I've talked to him a good bit about these, and that's why we're only running 10 fins back here. Because if you run too many, it'll displace more air and have a lot of pressure on it. But I'm hoping it's really on there with just this single cap. I'm hoping it will stay on, but we'll see.
It's crazy because the new 935s come with
they have like the smaller little disc. Yeah.
But they're only for show. Porsche actually says that you're not able to drive with them.
Yeah,
on,
I wonder if that's
sucks.
more of like a just to cover their ass type of thing. Or?
So a couple other things I just wanted to touch on since we're here. I love this exhaust because it's only on one side because it's 4-cylinder.
Yeah, and also so there's no room under the car, so it makes sense.
Okay, so I mean, why did you decide to route it this way? Obviously, it's just easier, huh?
It's easy. I like the look of it, but I didn't want to, one, like not be able to open my door, and then two, have it hanging down too far, so I kind of compromised and cut the bottom of the door off after we made it all in carbon fiber. But my buddy Josh welded up, he did the cage, everything, but he made this whole titanium exhaust, and he also made the actual turbo manifold. He made the intercooler out of a CSF core.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, this is super cool too. I just love the simplicity of this because there's no more room to mount this cooler. You actually made this kind of look.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Did you make this in your oven too?
Yeah. Yep. And this actually scoops in air, and then it comes out these 3 little scoops here. It actually has a vent inside. So this meets right up with the core, so it comes out.
I just love how functional this is, because there's so many people that, you know, do aero parts that are just not functional at all. So like this is all functional too. It forces the air through the front instead of just escaping all over the place.
And it's these fans, these Spall fans in here have so much pressure, you can put like a piece of cardboard up here, and even with this like 3-inch gap here, it'll suck it straight to it. And it's crazy how much air it actually blows up. If there's any dust in there, it just makes a big cloud everywhere.
So what's your reasoning with, I mean, I know this is to disturb the air, right?
Yeah, and also I kicked it out slightly to try and get the air away from the actual wheels and just kind of displace it out with still getting a little bit of, like this is still in the dimensions of an unlimited time attack car.
Right.
Actually, this past year they just opened it up, so now there's no limit, so whatever, but it's fine.
Let's step to the back here.
Yep.
Even to the point where you're adding like little canards here, thinking that you're going to disrupt the airflow.
I'm hoping, yeah. So we haven't made the flat floor or the actual kicks that are going to go around the front of the rear wheels to try to keep some of the air from hitting the front of that, but we'll get to it.
Let's check out the back. Okay, so this is one of the first things I noticed. 3D printed taillights.
Yeah, yep. We actually took the boards out for right now, but yeah, they have like a LED X in them, and they have a bunch of X's around them. It's kind of like a theme going around the car. There's an X here, the headlights have X's.
Huh. And fuel cell, look at this. You could see all of that from up here.
Yeah, there's a carbon fiber firewall that goes in between it, because we legally have to have one for the actual race events and everything like that. But yeah, everything's up to code.
One other thing that I noticed right away, so are those 3D printed mounts for the reservoirs?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so these in the front, you don't think these will shake themselves loose?
No, so they have nylon locking washers on the bottom, and they're fairly flexible, and these are also bolted into the actual frame rail too. But
I love the use of technology and the fact that you're just doing so much yourself with the help of friends.
All of the 3D printed stuff is another friend of mine, Alex, who did all that stuff. Yeah,
and this
it's half catch can, half coolant reservoir.
That's so, how neat. Okay, the rear diffuser is insane. I absolutely love how it's mounted.
Yeah, it mounts to the stock frame locations of the rear bumper. And then there's two more actual clips in the front that are not mounted right now that are the same quick latches as the hood. So it's like a minute, the rear diffuser comes on and off. Same with the hood, about a minute.
And this, you normally have a wing.
Yeah, we had a Voltex Type 7 swan neck, like the 1700mm one in dry carbon, but I sold it to another Z guy, so it's in good hands, but I'm planning on making my own dual element.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
In your oven.
Yes, exactly. You gotta put your knee in it.
Really?
Yeah, if you knee it and then open it.
Oh.
It's a little abuse.
All right. Let's talk about the inside. Okay, so S2000 stock gauge.
Yep.
Right?
Stock gauge cluster. Full cage. The pan and everything is all stock as per all the rules and everything like that. I have 2 fire extinguishers for some reason right now. And then all of the controls for the entire car are all on the steering wheel. So it's a little infrared signal in here that it sends, and it has a little signal telling you if it's reading it or not. So if I put on power, of course the key is a snap-on screwdriver, just because it's funny. And then ignition, fuel pump.
No way!
Headlights.
Where's the receiver?
It's right here, little box under here.
Jeez. Okay, so this is kind of where the joke comes in when people say, "Oh, you got Bluetooth switches," but you actually, well, you don't have Bluetooth switches, but you have infrared switches.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Yep. I wired it all up myself. I did everything except for do the 3D printing and welding, pretty much. Everything.
I've never seen anything like that before. I'm surprised. Okay, so, and you made this obviously yourself. Did you make the cage yourself too?
No, yeah, my buddy Josh welded the cage for me. Yeah, same guy that welded everything.
And is this going to be legal for a limited time attack?
Yeah, I sent him the rules. I hope he read them. I didn't fully read them, but yeah, I do believe so. Yeah, should be good. The door bars. I got my little
pass tech, or if you don't pass tech, you're like, Josh,
exactly.
What did you do to me? Oh man. Okay. Let's see, what else? What else did I want to talk about?
This is a little heat shield for the passenger. I'm not sure how well it'll work. We were roasting in here in our 10-minute drive today.
Wow. Right, just to keep some of the heat away.
It's got an Odyssey battery with the Renline mount and then a secondary. And then we also have the Element Dry fire extinguisher.
All of the windows are Lexan now?
Yeah, all of them, yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Just bent them over, like heated them up and bent them on top of the stock glass and then just cut them out myself.
Even this?
Yeah, yep. So like this little strip of material is still metal. It's still the stock like A-pillar and right here, but yeah, the roof is all carbon. Yeah, and so we have our entire YouTube channel is pretty much based around teaching people how you can build carbon parts yourselves. Yeah. Like we show you how you do it, and we're just doing it in our garage, and we're kind of learning how to do it as we're doing it.
And what channel is that?
It's so our YouTube channel is Street Bandito, and then my Instagram and my actual business is Industry Garage. Yeah, I actually build all this stuff.
Okay, you guys need to follow this man. You are just seriously, you're doing some cutting edge stuff, and I love the fact that it's functional, and it's
everything was function first. Form always follows it, though.
Yeah.
Everything looks cool.
I mean, you know, when race car things, you know, like the whole. That's why now a lot of show cars have this sort of stuff, have turbo fans. Yeah. Because initially that wasn't an aesthetic thing. It was initially for actually escape or improving cooling. Yeah. Yeah. Scavenging the air from inside the wheel. Yep. On the 935s, right, or something. Yeah. First. You made the doors yourself too? Yeah. Yep. Doors, the door handles. The headlights weigh less than half a pound each. They're just a carbon panel on the back. I put these little LEDs in here. There's an actual carbon X behind the plastic X in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is carbon too? Yeah, yep. Wait, so why did you do this versus just covering it for aerodynamic purposes? It makes sense. They didn't have headlights at all. Why did you want to put this here? Well, one, so it's still street legal. But also, I really like the look of it. I think if I really wanted to get all of the actual attributes out, aerodynamic attributes out, I would definitely put plastic covers on it. I might still do that. But that's one part where I kind of like strayed away from the function part. I really like the look of the circular headlights. It's so iconic. When you cover them, it gives it another look, but I'd either rather have it just no headlight covers or G-nose and go fully like elongated front end. Yeah, then that's really like for aero purposes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, can we take it for a spin real quick? Yeah. Yeah? All right. Can I drive it? Sure. That was easy. The clutch is a little sketchy. That was easy. I've driven some sketchy clutches. So, turn the screwdriver first. Okay, turn it. Okay. Is this is not a stock? Yeah, that's stock column. Oh, this is stock? Okay, it's a stock column, but what transmission is this? It's the 6-speed out of a 2008 S2000. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. So now it's on? Yeah, so that turns the initial power on to the gauge and everything like that. Got it. And then on the steering wheel, there's the ignition button. To the left. Yep, that just turns the power on to the ECU and everything. Oh, like nice. That. Okay. And the fuel pump is a separate button in the bottom. This. Wow. Yep. What a sequence. And then the start button. You hold it, or? Yeah, you can hold it while it's Jeez. The clutch is very finicky. Okay. Whoa, what a weird wheel, too. Yeah. Jeez, this is crazy. Yeah. So it's not tuned then? No. Okay. They got like a bass tune on it, but VTEC doesn't kick in, so it like bogs out. Right. Yeah. So how much gas can I give it then? I wouldn't give it much, really. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of... No, it's okay. And plus I haven't really road tested it, so I would hate for it to like really be... It just feels crazy. Yeah. I actually I feel how light it is. Yeah. Like, it's really tight and you can tell, yeah. It's kind of amazing. I mean, it has the essence of a 240Z, of a 1970 240Z. Yeah. I'm blown away, dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Street sharking. Oh my God. You're insane, sir, for building something like this. So what are you going to do for brakes then?
I need to figure out a package that'll fit underneath the wheels I have on it.
Yeah.
That'll really
I
work.
think the Z-Car Garage ones would work pretty good.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos with those guys.
Yeah.
I definitely need to hit them up.
This is insane! What the hell? Like, look at the hood.
Lack of a hood, yeah.
There is no hood. This is so crazy. Like, I'm so blown away right now.
There are blinkers too.
Oh.
Yeah, you click it once, it'll just keep going.
It just feels like the craziest race car. It just... I mean, it should have Honda reliability, right?
Yeah, exactly. Done.
You, sir, are a madman. I can't believe I just drove this on the street.
I can't believe Larry Chen just drove my car.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.
One word to describe the build.
Insane.